You don't have to fiddle around in there to find
Oh,
exactly what you
that's
want.
pretty smart. Yeah, I understand. That's pretty smart.
Because I think that my stream was going on like for 8 hours so far.
Holy shit. Are you
Yeah,
for real?
Yeah.
yeah. We were playing a bunch of other crap for 8 hours. I haven't slept in over, I don't know, 20.
Oh my.
And I'm about to participate in a tournament. That's how it usually is, because this thing's at 6:46 in the morning.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, that last game we were playing, I was falling
Damn.
asleep and I just said, yep, it's about that time, you know?
Yeah.
What were we playing? Total War and World of Warships.
World of Warships. We've only actually played one match of this.
We had a plan to play PA.
But then everyone's
But that
all
sounds like hours ago.
yeah,
Sounds like what?
6 players missing.
What was the
Sounds
name
like a
of
pretty old plan.
what was the name of that channel again?
EA tournaments. EA tournaments.
Alright, cool. How many players are we expecting?
6 or 5 less than usual, which is I don't know what that's 6 right there. So half of them showed up. Maybe 6 or 7 have showed up.
So-
1, 2, 3,
The number of people
4,
is
5,
about
6.
12?
7 have showed up. 12 signed up. 7 have showed up.
So 12 have
Plus or
signed up.
minus some. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I mean, it's more like 14, but yeah, 14 people signed up, and 7 have showed up. Still trying to convince Neon to sign up.
Mott, what's your name in game? Are you in this channel right now?
It's Mot.
Yeah.
He's in the channel.
Oh, it's right in front of my face.
Yeah. You didn't miss anything. Don't worry, Tay.
Is there
Don't
a
worry,
way
Josh.
to set myself as busy?
I
In-
think so.
There
in
we
chat.
are.
Click on your
or-
own name.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I found it. Should I just appear offline for now?
Oh, that's probably not a good idea. If we're to invite you to games for casting or whatever.
Can I still get invites when I'm on DM?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. If you're red, then yeah.
Okay, good.
User joined your channel.
Hello, Mango.
Hello, user.
Hello.
So
Jenkins not here.
is there a private channel we can go to while we do this so people listen?
I'll make one.
Cool. Nothing against you guys, but yeah, make sure
No, I
everything is
understand
fair.
that. Yeah, and then it's like constantly player joined, player left, player joined, and TeamSpeak. That's a little bit of an annoyance.
Mhm.
Yeah, just make a password server.
Yeah. What we can also do is just all get into a channel and then make a password. But I'm not sure if that's actually the best.
Okay. I mean, you can make a temporary channel, right?
Yeah, I can do that as well.
Yeah, you can just send me the password in private message and it's not on the screen.
So now we gotta wait till the brackets are final and then figure out which match we want to like start casting.
Alright.
Totally
Definitely not
fine. Just
definitely
saying.
not gonna be Kibbles, you know. It's not like high
Oh,
rank
why
play.
not? Well, I mean, the highest there is here is that. Because I'm pretty sure Andreas is going to be streaming or something. Who else
User
is the one
joined your
that's
channel.
casting?
Nobody else is
guys.
streaming, man.
Oh, okay.
Only the Annihilator is streaming.
Do you
Okay.
know where you can join match for the booth? Or
Sorry, what?
Yeah, you have to join. Go to Halcyon chat and then /join, spacebar, and then PA tournaments, one word.
PA tournaments?
Mm-hmm.
The Mystery Mayhem tournament? Is that what you asked? Or the Super Commander Weekly tournament?
The Super Commander.
Yeah.
Wait, can you type it in the chat? Because it's join PA tournaments, right?
/join.
/join, and then
Yeah.
space, and then PA tournament in one word.
Okay. Is PA with capital letters?
No.
That's what you have to type after the /join. You're already in the channel, I thought.
No,
Really?
he's not.
Oh, no, he isn't. You're right. I was thinking of TeamSpeak.
Wait, dude, you're not even in PA stats at the moment.
Me?
You're not in PA stats chat, right? Or did you get Uber?
No?
No,
I'm
I don't.
I quit Halcyon, right?
You need Halcyon. You need to type like
No,
go restart PA.
he,
Then make
he
sure
doesn't
you get the
actually need-
Halcyon.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
have
need-
Halcyon right now.
Oh, let me see if you're there.
I don't see you. Oh,
I
wait.
don't see
I
you.
do. Yeah, I do. I do. He's below, just below Eladea.
No, he's not LOD. That's QZipco.
I'm in it right now.
I'm saying Kazipko, I can see him in the chat.
Hi. I just typed
What?
something.
That's weird. Okay.
I,
Oh, you
I
don't
see
have
him.
a rating.
Yeah.
Then do like /join and then PA tournaments.
Should I turn off all my server mods? Well,
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, I'm in, I think.
alright.
Yeah, you are. No, you don't seem to have that on.
Yeah.
Do I need PA stat server on still?
Yes.
No. The server, no.
Oh, server no.
And he's not going to be participating, he's casting, so he doesn't actually really need anything. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, Andreas? What's going on, man? Oh, a lot of people are here.
By the way, I might choke on a piece of baguette here.
That's okay. We'll just keep on rolling.
All right.
Though I might die of a tornado.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just.
Which do you think is a worse death?
Yeah, definitely choking in a baguette.
Yeah, because you can actually survive a tornado.
Yeah, I've only seen like a tornado once. That was like an incredibly small one. You wouldn't even call it a tornado. It just
Yeah,
had the
that'd be
shape
like
of a tornado.
A dust devil or a twister.
Yeah, like, but not even like. I
Not
think
even a twister.
A dust devil. How big does that get? Is it like more than 3 meters?
I don't even know. I think it's
A
like
tornado is like to the sky, right? And it's just so
Yeah.
devastating it
tornado
wrecks
comes
everything.
down from the sky.
Yeah, that's like we don't even have that in the Netherlands. If that would struck in the Netherlands, I really wonder what's gonna happen.
You know, they get quite big tornadoes in Italy, like North Italy.
That's weird.
Didn't know that until recently.
Hey, QZip, Andreas says that you're scrub. Flat scrub.
Yeah, I'm number one
He's
scrub, right?
starting it. Oh my god, Andreas.
Oh, Andreas is in here.
Why is Andreas not in chat?
Yeah, because he's afraid maybe for everything that people is gonna
He's-
say back to him.
He's just watching the tournament, I guess. Is he not participating?
Yeah, he's participating.
He's signed up. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he's here. Cool.
He's in the chat. I don't know why 2 people are undefined. Really weird.
Yeah, Andreas isn't showing up. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Andreas, you funny guy. He says he's naked
So-
and he's eating. What's up?
Could someone just give a quick rundown of the Super Commander tournament for those of us who have not seen it or been involved with it before?
It's a weekly tournament that Alodia hosts. If you participate, I suppose you get like 30 points. If you get place number 3, you get 40 points. If you get place number 2, you get 50, and otherwise, if you're 1, then you get 60 points. And there's gonna be more tournaments, and like in the end of the month, there's a monthly tournament, and everyone that has a big amount of points can play in a monthly tournament. And
Top 12.
oh, it's a top 12, okay.
Yeah.
And then yeah, there's prizes to be won.
We lost
Get
you.
like 30 cents for winning a weekly and like half of a dollar for winning a monthly. But it's like non-stop. Like
But
there's 4
you get
weeklies.
a ton of fun, like as well, on
Yeah.
top of that. And there's also a different map pack that they're using, and it's like not the PA stat. No, it's the old PA stats maps mostly, but some new maps as well. And it shows quite a lot of variety and 1v1s if you see those games compared to the games that you will see on the 1v1 ladder,
Cool.
just because of different maps.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. I don't believe there's like a huge map pool for normal 1v1, so definitely see a lot of cool things coming up, guys.
Do we know if those maps are available on PAM as map packs? Or are these
Yeah, they are.
specific to the
Yeah.
tournament?
It's on PAM on the shared systems. It's one of the mods on PAM. It's up there.
Cool.
Those maps are pretty well balanced, and yeah, shows just so much more variety in gameplay.
I think they're finalizing the brackets here pretty quickly. Yeah.
Oh shit, how many people didn't show up then?
Half of them.
Can someone confirm that there is... Okay. Shit.
What?
Game capture. I have to set this up real
Okay. Oh, me versus.
Okay, I think we have... No, we don't.
Matches are starting. Match A, Tunsil11 versus Andrakin. Match B, Kibbles versus CCR Goalie 9.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should check out Kibbles, right?
Alright.
2 spec slots then? I'll just host 3.
Shall I
Fortunately...
make a separate channel, or
User
do you
joined
want
your channel.
like that we put a
I'll
password on
just
one of it?
leave.
Yeah, I think we
User
should
left your
go ahead
channel.
and make a channel. 'Cause we don't want the in and out stuff going on.
All right, give me a sec.
Josh,
Yeah, what's up?
this is your conscience speaking.
What's it saying?
You left the toilet seat up again.
Oh, God! I'm gonna hear about that.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey man.
So we're doing Kibbles? Versus who?
User was moved out of your channel.
Oh,
You were moved.
alright, so we're doing
Password is
Kibbles.
1234.
Alright,
Yeah, I think that's fun, right? Do you have a delay on your stream?
leave. I'm not sure if it's a big delay, but I'm not seeing Kibbles in chat right now. So I don't think he's
Oh,
watching.
okay. Then he left it, I think. Okay. We're gonna have to say that we are gonna that we want to see match B.
Alright, so are they going to go ahead and send us a game request?
Maybe. No, I don't think so because we need to be in spec slots and not many people know that you can actually throw people in there.
Alright, so what do
We
we
have to look at can spectate. Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
Oh, Ljfed is also there.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's the guy that won in the first tournament. He is a player.
I can't join at the moment. It's full.
No, you have to click on the left, game state in lobby, click on that.
Yeah.
Oh no, there, yeah, sorry.
The join button isn't showing up.
I spectate.
Oh. Oh. Not bad. So, who's this other guy?
I have never seen him before. CCR goalie 9.
I played a
Give
couple.
me a sec, I'm gonna see.
We've been playing matches with Kibbles for a while, so I do a lot of bot builds, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of bots from him.
No, that's also what I remember him doing. As well. Ah, it's this bull. Okay.
Come on.
Pretty fairly spread out medal. This is much different than like usual 1v1 maps, I think. Doesn't look symmetrical, although I'm not 100% sure yet in just first sight.
Yeah, it doesn't look symmetrical at all. I don't believe I've seen this map before, but it looks like it could turn out fairly interesting. I'm not sure where the spawns are quite yet, but it looks to me like there will be a lot of room for people to be poking around and harassing each other. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think that people want. Oh, yeah, I think people want to go bots on air here.
oh, that is, yeah, I see that the water right here in the middle. So see, our goalie is light blue and Kibbles is pink. Pink is starting out with the bot factory. Both of them actually.
It seems like Kibbles has already got a little head start. He's further building his engineer.
So far, they're pretty much mirroring each other's builds at the moment.
Yeah, but now on the second factory, goalie goes for air instead of bots. So Kibbles goes 2 bots.
Quite
Goalie
interesting
got
because
bots air.
if blue gets air superiority, Kibbles might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah,
Not
and he starts with a fighter.
Yep, it's exactly what I would do.
Kibbles is making energy. He already has 1 energy, and goalie is starting on energy. He's gonna finish his just a bit. Yeah, there's a 3rd engineer on the field, So it's 3 feathers for goalie against 2 feathers for Kibbles.
It looks like Kibbles is opting for more. Well, let me see. Okay, they both have 2 generators. Kibbles is already getting his 3rd factory up, starting to take some metal, while goalie here is opting for a radar for a little bit of intelligence. And he's also starting to
I
spread
think he
out and
also
take
sent.
things.
He was sending the fighter out. Yeah, he figured out where he was. In
Yeah,
the
look.
meantime, Kibbles already killed an engineer of goalie,
Sir,
and even though he had radar, he couldn't prevent that.
it's very unfortunate. A fun fact to know is if you're moving your grenadiers along with your docks will only move as fast as your grenadiers can, so you'll lose the speed that you could be having with them.
Yeah. They do give nice anti-air coverage for the grenadier who has no, like, well, he must be lucky to hit an airplane, but he can shoot at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be that bomber I'm seeing here might be a huge factor in this game.
Yeah,
If-
he's coming. The dogs were not enough, but the bomber might just be, and he dodges a couple of the bombs. That's good.
Mhm. Hopefully,
Now he
Kibbles.
must be careful.
Well,
He splits them up. That's really
very
smart.
nice. That's definitely. I think Kibbles is hoping to get a lucky shot on that bomber.
Yeah. And in the meantime, he keeps it busy for much longer.
It's still from the backside.
Now he can, yeah, he can do some attacking, but he unfortunately ran into a defending squad of grenadiers and that. You see that, like, Blue's going for vehicles as 3rd, probably because he thinks like he has a bottleneck right in front of his base. That's pretty good with vehicles. Also, dogs tend to die to them.
Yeah, it seems like he might have picked up on that. Kibbles doesn't have very many grenadiers, which are pretty good against tanks. But at the moment, those tanks will pretty much tear up the docks if Kibbles doesn't do a good amount of micro, which will take his attention away from other things if he has to do so.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure if he's actually, if he should actually make Infernos already. I mean, he's pretty far behind in unit count. And
I also
on his radar.
Also questioning
like,
that
look
decision.
at that radar. He knows that he is outnumbered. Now his tank is dead. That's a problem.
Oh, here he is regrouping his forces to take on Kibbles' pressure right now.
Actually smart.
Looking at the back of the map, Kibbles has a couple dots just doing some patrolling, maybe just having them there for the sake of maybe finding an opening later on.
Goalie is doing a small counterattack, but it didn't really do much. He didn't find the damage that he was looking for. I think he wants to kill that squad of 3 engineers that's expanding. But for now he hasn't seen them, and he's casually bombing the 2 dogs in the ocean.
It would be nice for goalie if he starts to poke around with that bomber possibly to start picking off some of this outlying mechs because they're not quite defended.
Yeah, but you need intel for that, and I don't believe he has it. Oh, he's going around to kill the bombers. Sorry, the dogs. He missed all his bombs. That's a little bit of a shame.
Ow, I'm sorry about that. Someone asked me to show the eco on the screen, so I missed a little bit there. But looks like Kibbles is getting a very, very large amount of docks here. But still, goalie has some pretty good air superiority going on here.
Yeah, but it's not enough, it seems. I think that Kibbles might have this. He has a really big amount of dogs, and he can therefore make expanding really a pain in the butt for goalie. And even though that in a direct confrontation the tanks might be stronger now, by the time those tanks are anywhere near Kibbles' like main base, yeah, then he can have
Definitely
big
takes
armies
a
over
long
there
time for them
already.
to get there. And he
Yeah,
will
and he
have
can make
time to
grenadiers
react.
in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I don't like of Kibbles is that he expands towards his enemy. Especially those mechs close to the water seems really easily raidable, and he has a nice group of bots there that he could have been sending out right now. Through the water, kill the mechs.
Yes, especially since, as you said, these are undefended and very vulnerable, and he doesn't necessarily have a hard control over this land bridge between them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, since Scully has opted to go for mostly vehicles, he is not quite as mobile. As I see here,
Yeah, but
he's
I
not
mean,
doing a
the
lot of.
few dogs that he has, I would be like really happy if I saw him split off the dogs that he has and like try to check what's on the other side there.
Yeah, that would
But I
definitely
think that
help him out.
Kibbles is being good here. He's outplaying him for now.
I would actually be hoping that Kibbles would have opted to split these three fabricators that he's got going around the map taking metal. Because he could
Yeah.
be losing less time to just straight up travel time. Here we are,
Yeah, and
goalie.
also he might want something else than just metal.
Scully seems to have picked up on some of these undefended metal extractors, and he's poking out with these vehicles. I'm not sure if he's actually checking these metal spots, but if he does, Kibbles will be down on a
That's
little
bombing.
metal.
Yeah, I think that it's really nice that Kibbles instantly reacts with a bit of aggression of his own.
Yes, and he's definitely he's mixing in those grenadiers and really having to get goalie to push back.
Now the bombers, what are they gonna do? Ouch.
Seems they're
That was
gonna
pretty decent.
do some damage.
Kibbles knows that he has to back off.
I really like that he's splitting his units up like that. I never. It was very recently that I learned that you had to do like a patrol command to split them up like that. You don't have to individually send every unit like that. Versus in StarCraft 2, when you're splitting your units against units with quite a bit of splash damage.
Yeah, I remember some games that actually had a scatter command, but here it's just an area patrol, and you can decide how big you want that area.
It is definitely quite useful. Yeah, I've never really
Okay, let's look.
seen how Infernos soak up damage, but they're doing a pretty good doing pretty well soaking up the damage from those grenadiers. But
Yeah, they are really buying time for Coley big time. Their HP are being used pretty good. But he needs to do something with his time. He needs to make a move to make sure that that army is not just growing and growing and growing, because he's getting outproduced, I think.
yep, and it seems here that Kibble he wants to take that air. He's started getting bombed. It looks like he's got some hummingbirds flying around.
I don't think that goalie realizes that he's gonna lose the air superiority, but he must be seeing the increasing amount of planes that are flying around, constantly poking at his air force. I mean, he's already down. He doesn't have air superiority anymore.
Definitely looks. He probably notices that he's losing a lot of planes here.
This is something I like.
Oh no. This could be quite interesting.
These are some sneaky strategies going.
That's a little cheeky thing to do.
Look, if that army starts to move, he could shut it down.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not moving right now. It's not really looking around and
Yeah.
finding all these free mechs that Kibbles has.
This side. There's gonna be a big fight going to happen. I'm
If
not sure
anyone doesn't know,
Goalie
Doc's...
doesn't see it. Goalie doesn't see it.
No, he does not.
In place. He doesn't know, but he knows now.
If anyone doesn't
That's
know,
not enough
Docs
range.
can definitely move underwater.
Kibbles needs to move into range.
Yes. Kibbles is taking a lot more damage than he needs. And
Yeah.
I don't know if... it seems Goalie's trying to move his tanks in a more defensible position for both of these, but... Once a...
He's using an assist command, it seems. All his units are really tight clustered. That's actually dangerous against the force of grenadiers.
I'd like to see from... I see that... I was going to say that Kibbles could use some radar right now, but it looks like that he is using his hummingbirds to get rid of the need
Yeah.
for that. And Kibbles is going in the
Yeah.
back. He's going to take out these factories. There's no way that the
Oh,
tanks can get there in time without at least a little bit of damage happening.
I totally missed that happening. Oh, the T2 is gone. No, it's gonna live. Is he gonna catch it up? No, it's gonna degrade. That's a shame.
This
But he is gonna go for the T1, I think. Maybe.
this cannot feel good for Goalie right now. Very very stressful situation happening here.
Yeah, he just lost a lot of his metal. He's lucky to still be expanding though. I'm not sure if Kibbles realizes.
I'd hate to say that it's time to call it, but from
Yeah.
our
Probably
perspective
it's
at
over
least.
soon. But you never know till it's over, right? Even though this, yeah, I'm not sure if this can still end in a favorable way. He's gonna move his commander. What can he do?
Like,
He's gonna
Goalie
move
doesn't really have it.
Kibbles.
If he moves towards those grenadiers and Goalie notices, he's just gonna back up and kite them towards him. So for Goalie, he's kind of running out of options here.
Yeah, I still think that he played really well with so little grenadiers. Even in his main army, he had very little grenadiers, and he's holding out pretty damn long against such an overwhelming force of them. I think that's pretty damn good.
We saw a lot of patience out of Goalie.
Oh, maybe a snipe? No, he's moving away.
See that moment when you realize that you could have been poking around a lot earlier. Unfortunately, his attention was elsewhere.
Yeah, and I think he just didn't have enough bot factories. Vehicles are pretty good, but you must make bots.
I think the two things he could have done was either opt for more bot factories or opt for more air factories, because either one of those will
GG.
either assert map controller or at least give the other player a run for their money with their mexes.
Yeah, but that's difficult with vehicles, and you have to be really early and evading all his scouting and all his like outgoing dogs.
Back up here.
Because he's just not in a position to send any reinforcements after that. You have to send like a couple of tanks out, and then you have to hope for the best. The only thing you may be doing is like send pelicans with reinforcements around as well. But yeah, that's super difficult. I don't see many players do any of that.
Yeah, the main thing I've noticed is that no matter what you opt for your land units, you need, like, air control will definitely be a huge deciding factor in matches.
Yeah, I agree. Seems like they're asking what match we are gonna cast now. Seems Stencil versus Oh wait, no. Let me see on the website.
Alright.
Yeah, Qzipco versus Tunsil, or Ljfed versus Andreas G, Mythic Micro versus Kibbles, or Admiral General versus Wondible.
Would you like to do a match with Kibbles or Andreas? Those are the two that are popping up
I
to my
quite
eye.
want to see Andreas G.
Alright,
I want to see his match against Ljfed. He won the previous monthly, so it's gonna be super interesting. And Ljfed is really good.
so we'll be watching match D. So with these, when are these lobbies coming up?
Sorry?
Uh,
Oh, when the players have it. It's gonna sometimes take 5 minutes. People are allowed breaks. Sometimes it's gonna be like one after the other. So we just have to be a little bit patient.
okay.
Do you have any elevator music or something?
Only my own.
Do you have your own elevator?
No, I have my own music. But
Oh.
before I end up feeling uncomfortable during a match, I need to take a minute and I will be right back.
Yo.
Is that alright?
Yeah, I'll jump in and I'll tell that you need a second.
Okay.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, the lobby name. Look at the lobby name.
I don't see it yet. Oh, Ljfed. How do you say that name, by the way?
Ljfed, I think.
Ljfed?
Ljfed or
Get in and
Ljfed.
get right.
Yeah, you just have to be convincing that you're like doing an effort to do it right. And if you're making a mistake, yeah, anyone can make a mistake, right? But you have to do the can spectate thing, and then there's a slot.
Alright, I will be back in 1 minute.
Oh, I'm just getting some really important side information. Wherein Kuzipko is mentioning that Andres Jesus Crop was
Alright.
that's just a little side note though.
Sorry, what?
I was saying that Kuzipko was mentioning that Andreas G was a scrub, but that's just a side note.
Yeah, he's been messing with Qzipco for
Yeah.
a little while now.
But Kuzipko starts to bite back. Okay, there's a slot open. You have to check that lobby name.
I'm not seeing it.
Spectate only. There's no slot.
Are you in it? Is this the match we're doing?
Yeah. Andreas G versus Ljfed.
It's not quite showing up yet for me. Maybe I have to.
Mango's here. You have to click on can't spectate because there's no player slot.
There it is. And I remembered to press spectate this time. How do you feel how we're doing right now?
We're doing it, man. Probably could be better, could be worse.
All right. Do we have to ready up in order for the match to start?
No. But we could. So I think this is a really interesting match. It's gonna be two experienced 1v1 players that both are really neck on neck, I think. Just in preparation, they both practice, I think. They both have shown that they can throw down really good results, go really far against really good players. And Ljfed actually won the previous monthly, as I mentioned earlier. He beat me, and yeah, I felt that like that was really neck on neck. It was like he won 3 games, I won 2, and he outplayed me eventually. He picked a map that I couldn't play on, and therefore he just owned me on it eventually. And I think that on this map, yeah, anything can
Ooh.
basically happen. It's gonna be explosive.
This is a quite interesting map. I've only had like experience with what's his name, Andreas here. He streams as well. I've watched it a
Yeah.
couple times and I've learned a lot about the game just from watching him.
Yeah, but if he's actually not streaming, he's playing even better.
I'd imagine definitely. It's hard
I
to.
recommend putting the economy tab open again.
Oh.
It's gonna be good for the streamers. There's also an army tab there.
Most-
Sometimes you want to see the army count or the worker count or something like that.
I completely
Factory count. Factory
Sorry
count is
guys, I
actually the most
completely forgot
important.
about that. Good to know. Good to know.
That's no worries, man. You gotta learn it at one time, right?
Mm-hmm. Seems that they are really thinking about what they're gonna do here.
They both get 2 spawns randomly, I think. So there,
So it's possible that
there,
they could start
there.
not. It might not be cross
That's all.
cross spawns. It might be right next to each other. Like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we don't know. They know. They know their own 2 spawns. Okay. Do you want to announce them?
Okay, this is Andreas G versus Ljfed, or still not quite sure how to pronounce that, but seems like they are both starting out with bot factories here. We will be
Yeah.
likely
Seems like a quite standard thing.
both going immediately for a metal and a fabricator. Mango here says, would you say the level of gameplay has improved recently? I definitely would.
Yeah, me too, man. I think that the asteroids are just fucking awesome.
I
With the
see.
explosions.
I see here that Ljfed is already he's queued up tons and tons of things already. He wants to have his eyes elsewhere so he can pay attention to doing things such as micro and scouting and other things. Same for Andreas here.
Yeah. Usually in the beginning phases of the game you don't have that much to do anyway, so it's usually smart to, yeah.
The best thing
already
you can
be
do
doing
is
something. Oh,
invest
look
in
at
the
that.
future.
There's a pelican going.
Oh, where is this going? I would be surprised to see if something happened here with another fabricator. Because if
I think that's really nice play.
such a thing doesn't cross the other player's mind, that's a lot of free metal.
No, it's not actually free, mate. You have you have to make early air. You have to make pelican. You have to have an extra faber. You're making metal that you cannot
That-
like
Not
produce. So you must make a storage for that as well. I don't see anything that boosts his production. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. I guess.
I see here that Andreas
Look,
has
Andreas
opted
G has an
already has an air fac. Oh, they both have an air factory. Sorry.
oh look, and Andreas G did exactly the same thing. He also threw a normal faber there. I have to say I like Andreas G's start more for that. Yeah, what I don't really like is that he's not working as much on factories. I mean, at this moment, you want to be making factories a lot.
It
But
seems here that Ljfed is getting
Yeah.
ahead in the production, as he is definitely going for more factories.
Yeah, I think that's a smart choice. But Andreas G knows this as well.
We see that Andreas, his efficiency is at 100%.
Oh, this is a crucial moment. Oh, and he gets past. This guy almost got shot by a fighter, but it was really on the last second that he.
Oh, unfortunately, I'd missed that here on the stream. But
It's no problem. There's an engineer there, and
he's
yeah.
building two land factories in anticipation, in case Ljfed also goes to build there.
And the race G is working on the factory count. I'm really wondering how Andreas G is gonna do this, how he got this planned.
It seems at the moment that Andreas is a little bit farther ahead with energy, but not metal. 7 behind.
Bomber
What
going
is
to the
this?
back. Bomber
Oh,
going
is it
down.
going to spot it? It was cool to see
He
that.
already has spotted it, but he knows that there's one anti-air already finished.
So it won't be an easy snipe on that Faber, but I see that he's sending in some interceptors to soak up the fire. And he managed to
That
catch it. That was very smart.
That anti-air literally shot against his own factory.
It's crazy. Well, unfortunately, this is going to, what's the word, die out, since it's not being worked on anymore.
Yeah.
So, do you see any interesting things going on here? There's a little poking going between them.
Yeah. It seems like Ljfed grasped air control. Andreas G is doing some covert operations with pelicans and engineers. He's
A
operating in the
teleporter.
dark. Yeah, this is something I don't like. Making teleporters with normal engineers. That's just, yeah,
I'm not quite
not how
sure
it's supposed to be.
what he plans to do with that teleporter, honestly, unless maybe
What you
move
wanna
his
do-
commander over there.
Yeah. Teleporters are a nice way of making sure that you don't lose an area. Like if you see suddenly a raiding force and you have a teleporter set up, you just put your army through the teleporter and have an army in defense. That gives actually such a big advantage in mobility that it can win you the game. Look, Ljfed is doing exactly the same thing on the backside of the planet. There.
Yeah, I was going to mention
But
that.
he's already working on his own. That's he's a little bit too fast with that, because that single engineer that's building that teleporter is going to be building it for quite a long time. Now there's an idle teleporter that can't do anything. Oh, this is big. Those bombers, what are
Oh.
they gonna do? They're going back. Oh, except for that single bomber. Oh, and he gets shot down. Oh my god, that's lucky for Andreas G.
Here in There's a little bit of aggression going on in Andrea's base here.
Look at the factory count, by the way. Andreas G might have this. I think
Oh
he's
wow!
separating him by such a
That
large
most
amount.
definitely.
This might be over, just by that. This went like I didn't even notice, but that teleporter thing like that he built in between that he didn't really need. He's sending units through there. Yeah, I think that Ljfed doesn't realize the situation properly, and the situation is that Andreas G is stalling his metal, and he is wasting it. That means that he is putting military on the field, and the other player is throwing away metal into the trash.
Interesting.
But then there's this single Inferno drop, and this is a
Oh,
very
no.
suspicious Inferno drop, because I don't know anyone but one player that actually does this. This is really weird. I've never seen anyone do this. Except for one.
And who is that?
I've only seen LODI use that.
Okay.
The single Inferno drops. Big fight going on in the front. There.
It's sort of a choke point there for Ljfed. That seems like he's backing off a little bit. Doesn't want to get caught in all those grenadier shots.
He might know that he's behind in factory count by a large number, but Andreas G is also slowly starting to realize this, I think. His only problem is still that he doesn't have the metal. That's a really difficult problem to counter all of a sudden.
It seems to me that
Oh,
he has a lot of factories, but they're
he
building
has
very
a bomber
slowly.
there, but he doesn't. Oh, that's such a shame. Ljfed could have shut that down, maybe. Yeah, the eco difference is real.
So what's going on here? It looks like Ljfed is doing a little bit of, he's building some metal extractors in the backside where he had the teleporter before.
Yeah, that's single Inferno, man. I am sure that Andreas G also noticed.
Oh,
and
look
that
at
he
this
also
though.
Really suspicious.
It's not doing anything at the moment. It could be taking out metal right now, but it's kind of sitting there, and now it's going to be dealt with.
Yeah.
This is a quite interesting map.
Oh, he's going to bypass him, maybe? But I think the army count is starting to... Yeah, there's almost the same again. Andreas G kind of lost his numbers advantage because he didn't have the metal.
Andreas has a lot of fabbers, but he's also behind in economy.
Yeah.
Which can be a huge difficulty.
He's trying to make concave using the high ground.
And yeah, doing a little bit of flanking pressure there. With both of them, actually.
If you look at the army count, I think it's working in Ljfed's favor for now. Just because I think that he had like his grenadiers really well positioned behind Infernos.
See, they're both focusing heavily on grenadiers. I feel like if they're
those bombers.
a little bit of docs
are gonna
microing
hurt.
him. Excuse me, what? Yes, I see. A lot of damage happening here.
Economy is tracking more together again. Andreas G only behind 50 metal per second. That's...
Yes, he's
yeah,
definitely catching up here. See, versus that last map we casted, it's easier to assert control over certain areas just by your army placement. That's why I believe there's a lot of poking around going on in these key areas on these bridges between their bases in the middle of the map.
Yeah, you might be right. Now he must be careful that he doesn't get double teamed here. Ljfed.
And this here is
Andreas, he must be really careful. He's gonna get bypassed.
this here on the
Yeah.
back end is definitely not going contested at the moment.
Where?
In the
Oh,
Right
that,
here.
yeah.
there's a lot of uncontested metal for Ljfed.
Andreas G must kind of use his the force that he has in his like in the middle together and make make a push out. Try to do some damage as well.
I would
his
like to see
commander.
Andreas to be separating his stocks, to be microing some of these grenadiers and getting them. What was this you were pointing out?
The commander was on the front line, but he's already retreating. Was in a very dangerous position there.
Yeah, especially with all those grenadiers. Commander has a lot of health, but it... I lost my train of thought there. A lot of health, but it can't soak up an infinite amount of
Look
damage.
at this. This is gonna change around a lot. Bombers are not gonna do much.
See, Andreas has a little bit of a flank going on, but those the Infernos are getting in range and just eating those grenadiers up. It looks like Andreas might be
Yeah.
looking somewhere else right now.
He is now using. That he was. Look.
Oh,
He's sending reinforcements from his second base over.
reinforcements have come.
But look, there's a bomber force there.
I see
I'm not
why
sure
he
what
had
he's
this.
gonna do.
I see why he had this teleport here for hidden base.
Yeah, but this in army count, this is devastating. Ljfed is now ahead in factories, and Andreas G obviously knows this and already starts to make new factories.
It seems that Andreas is looking to go for a tier 2 sort of build or play.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right, man. I totally missed that. But he actually has a T2 finished. That's crazy, man.
And
This
also,
can
it also seems
turn
that
things around.
Andreas has a couple spinners on the field, but and it's a tough position for him right now because
Yeah.
Ljfed has an overwhelming amount of interceptors in the air as well as a couple bombers.
Yeah, that's devastating. He just lost 8 max and he might just lose a couple of more.
It seems to me about this point is where
Do you have
things start to
experience
snowball. Not at the moment.
Ljfed says lag in the chat.
Oh, he's probably talking about. Am I dropping frames, guys?
For me, it seems all right.
Alright. Cool. Well, thanks for pointing it out either way. Yeah, these grenadiers, there's an overwhelming number here. And this air is just slowly picking away at Andrea's metal. But he is trying to make it up for
Yeah,
it
but
with
Andreas
these...
is building up 2 metal. It's interesting.
the fact that one of the better things about even you get more metal with the Tech 2 metal extractors, you have less to defend and less places to worry about. But the Ljfed's army has picked off quite a few factories here, I see. It kind of seems to me that
This is gonna be dangerous. Andreas G doesn't Oh, he can see it. He can see it. If he reacts to that, the game might continue pretty long.
Oh no. It seems that Ljfed
Also,
is
look at this guy.
he's definitely
Oh.
picked up on this remote base.
Yeah, he did.
I think, as I said, I think this part right here has been a deciding factor in the match, allowing Ljfed to have a quite superior economy and a sustainable one.
Yeah. But the problem with that area is that it's only accessible through air, and he has anti-air everywhere, so yeah, you can't really reach there. Maybe with his T2 he can do something later, because he can maybe snipe over the ledge or something, and use like other things, but it's gonna be difficult retaking that.
It seems to me that Andreas is trying to hold on as long as possible, that he can fully take advantage
Yeah.
of that, of his tier 2 metal.
Yeah, he wiped away that army. Now he only needs to defend on the front, which is gonna be super difficult.
It seems that Ljfed is double the army count right now as Andreas. But
Yeah,
he-
but a lot of it are interceptors as well. And Andreas is working on tier 2 units, which are obviously a lot more expensive. But yeah, he's constantly toasting, so it doesn't look good for Andreas. In factory count, it says everything.
Oh, 30 to 14 on the factory count right now.
Yep. He's forced to move his commander over to his secondary base, I think.
Oh, I see that the mobile unit count is 50 to
teleporter.
360.
Yeah, he's now toasting the teleporter. It's gonna go... No, it stays. Look at how low the teleporter is. 1% HP.
Did you ping that for me?
Connection. There. Look, now he can still reinforce his main base,
Oh!
but the army is so overwhelming. He needs to do something.
Oh, there he goes in. He goes in first.
The teleporter. Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah, I think this is over now.
That's a lot of...
PSG to hold.
If he can't reinforce it. That's a lot of... Most of his energy is situated over there.
Oh, look. He's gonna try to do it anyway.
Oh, ho, ho, ho!
Yeah, we'll see.
Quite a lot of sneakiness going on here from
I think
Andreas.
he's gonna be... Yeah, I think he's gonna be too late though. There's a lot of guys coming. It's a little bit of a shame that the slammers are being unprotected. They could have been dealing more damage. Like, if they got protected by the Infernos as meat shield. Slammers pack quite a big punch against Grenadiers, I experienced.
I really like how Andreas here is not giving up at all. And his economy is catching up.
Going for the win, man. Is he catching? Holy shit!
He is caught up.
Oh my
But
god.
his energy production is taking a big hit right now.
What you need to do in a situation like this, if you were Andreas G, I think, first get the metal that you can get for sure, start reclaiming, and throw down tier 1 factories again, just to be able to, like, compete again on that front.
Yeah, now that he has all this metal...
You want to have some air factories again because you just lost them, you want to have some bot factories again because you just lost them, you want to have some vehicles. Just make, like, 3 or 4 of each, just... Yeah, because otherwise you have nothing. But if you're really like equal on eco, then like even though you lost the entire map, you should be able to like hold out for a bit, buy yourself some time to do something. And I don't think he should go for mass production again because he lost too much of the map. He can't really place factories safely. It's only a matter of time until he's gonna get outgrown again. But for now and how long this takes, I think that, yeah, you should just hold and try to work on a snipe. something like an SXX seems nice.
Yeah, the thing, he did catch up on metal there, but the problem with that is having a lot of resources. The next thing you have to do is be able to convert those resources into an army. Oh, it looks like Andrea's comm is quite out of position right now. This seems like it could be it if he can't get there in time. Yeah, unfortunately, he had been caught out of
done.
position.
GG.
That was a very good game.
Yeah, I like that. Stay here for a bit. I'm gonna say GG to him. He's probably gonna be angry.
User left your channel.
Alright, so any of you here in the chat, any opinions, anything you want to bring to my attention right now? Unfortunately, I can't capture the game in full screen at the moment. It's just like it's black. I have to go back and figure out those technical aspects. This was I've only found out about an hour about this, and it was kind of a spur of a moment thing that I'd even help out Mott here at Dualcast. So any comments on the commentary? I see that I missed a couple things, but Mott being a trooper here, very good man to be having here. I'm just going on and I'm reading through the chat. Not seeing anything, but there's a lot to go through here.
User joined your channel.
Hello,
Yo.
how's it going?
Yeah, he was a little bit angry, of course, but he's alright.
Well, it's a tournament, and I'm sure everybody here has put the work in. Not always the best feeling to see that didn't quite pay off how you would like it to, but either way, it was a great match, and I'm sure they'll look back and see that it was a great learning experience.
Yeah. If he looks back, then he'll see that he could have beat them. He could have beat them as well. I mean, he was so far ahead of factories. If only he knows, and if only he made some more anti-air, and he could have beaten him like at halfway during the game. But he just had too much respect. He thought like I'm gonna give him some more time, and eventually like the map control of Ljfed just started to work against him because he'd lost the backside and he was getting raided on many fronts. He couldn't really expand much, and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
just pretty
surprisingly large amount of things that you have to pay attention in this game. And when you go back and watch a replay, you'll see where your opponent was weak, and maybe next time you will think to look for such things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But every match you learn something new, and you're a better player coming to the next one.
For sure. I wonder what the next matches are. I think we got a little bit time, or not?
It seems that people are asking us what match we're gonna do. It looks like they've already.
I was looking, I couldn't see it though.
Ljfed set up a lobby. Was this earlier? Oh, no, this was just a couple minutes ago. Should. There's a lot of information to go
Kibbles
through.
Kibbles versus Wondible is one game. That's the only game that's there. Do you want to join into that? Or do you want to see something else?
We can do Kibbles again.
Alright. Yeah, it's either Qzipco versus Ljfed, or it's Kibbles versus Wondible.
This current. Oh,
Sorry?
sorry, I have
What
information.
did you say?
Information overload going on here. Sorry. I see Kibbles versus Wondible. Quizco versus Ljfed. Ljfed. No, that one just started. So I think our only option right now is Kibbles.
Yeah. I think we gotta ask for more spec slots, but it looks like a fun game. Can you ask if he makes like one more slot, then I can join, and he can remove the slot, and I'll be forced in spec slot.
Oh, there's already one slot open to join.
Thanks. These guys are pros.
Alright, I take a 30-second break here while the game loads.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a quick smoke as well. Oh wait, it's gonna begin. Oh, thanks man. I remember this map. Oh shit, I can't say anything. So for the people viewing this, this is an old tournament map. There's two islands and they are not connected by land, so air is gonna be crucial, maybe even orbital. Because you just can't reach with the ground to the enemy.
I'm terribly sorry about that, Matt. I'm back.
No worries, man. It's a fun tournament. You should be able to take a break, right?
Interesting map.
Bot factory first for both players, even though this is an like to me, I would call this an air map, just because you can't reach with the ground.
I'm not quite
But yeah, as I
sure
said,
if there's a connection over land between the two of them.
not at all. No, I already know this map is a tournament map from previous tournaments. You cannot cross with ground, I believe. Maybe there's like secret lava passages, but I don't think they are.
Possible, not quite sure about that, but we will find out.
Kibbles goes for second factory, air factory. Same goes for Wondible, he has the same plan.
Kibbles already has his radar up around his base.
They both go for the bunched up to engineer into metal extractor thing. I like that. Keep your engineers together to be efficient in building eco. It's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. If you split up your fabbers too much and have a lot of them, your metal will build slower. So it's always good to be aware of what your current eco situation and know what it can handle.
Yeah.
And here in the beginning
Also
of the game, I believe that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, this can also be pretty good for your energy, because if you have like two engineers both working on a metal extractor somewhere, it's gonna cost you 2000 for like, how long? I don't know, 15 seconds? So that's 2000 metal for 15 seconds, and otherwise if you're just using them both for one, then like it costs 2000 for like 7.5 seconds, and then you got it, and then you can move to the other one, your energy gets some time to recover, and then you build the other one. And you already get metal in between, like metal income from the first one after like 7.5 seconds. So
I see here
you
that
have better economy.
I see here that they both have some scout planes parked around the map for some vision, trying to find out what each other are doing.
I think that's a smart choice. Those scouts are pretty cheap. They got a pretty big vision. Sometimes they just pick up things that the enemy doesn't want you to see at all. Oh, Airfab was here for Kibbles. Oh my god.
Quite risky.
Yep.
I
This is
can-
something that something that should have been shut down by Wondible. And I think that if Wondible sees it with that yellow scout over there, that just suddenly stopped moving, that he's gonna make him pay for it. Because so many air fabbers, that's just insanity almost. We are like 4 minutes in the game and he has 4 air fabbers. Usually you are surprised if you see like one on a map like this.
Oh no, I see the scout plane might end up seeing these fabbers, and if
Yep.
Wondible picks up on it, all it takes is one lone interceptor to go over there and just shoot them all down.
For now the airplanes are still on the floor.
And they're not
I
quite
think
defended.
He's going to the other island, he's going to run into these ducks, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Look at
Yeah,
this. Yep.
unfortunately that was a very risky move.
That was a
And they
big
weren't-
loss.
They were not backed up by these interceptors, so there was no trade to happen.
That was a big loss, man. I'm not sure what to think of that. I think it, like, if you could get something cheeky as that, like, going on and it works, then you're, like, you could win the game from that, of course. But you just, like, if you don't do it right, you just lost 4 fabbers and you got nothing.
You definitely have to. It's always a risk and reward. That could have had a huge reward, but it was also a huge risk.
Yeah, I agree. But for now, both players are fairly close to each other. The only difference is that Wondible is actually using up his eco, while Kibbles is throwing it away for a bit. That is because he has twice the number of factories, an impressive number. I'm not sure if Wondible has realized that he can't reach there, because he's moving his forces all like away to that corner. I don't know why. This might be his way of shutting down weird teleported things in the backside or something.
Yeah, I'm not quite certain what is going on there.
Yeah, I think he just is really paranoid of people getting on his island.
It seems Wondible here has opted for a lot of land factories at the moment, and a couple a bot factory outlying from his base.
Yeah, Wondible is really going for the tier 1 spam, it seems. Kibble is trying to catch up, because Wondible has stopped making factories for a little bit. I think his eco might not be able to run it. No,
Kibble-
still can't run it.
Kibble here built an orbital deep space radar. Now he's going for some sort of
I
orbital
like that.
move here.
I like that a lot. He is like, this is not a normal 1v1 map, because the enemy can't reach this ground, so maybe I can like get orbital and get a huge advantage that way. I like how he's thinking,
He went-
and I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but it's gonna open options for him that Kibbles might not, that Wondible might not have think about.
Yeah, I had assumed just looking at this map that it would be a purely airplay sort of thing, but seems just how it's laid out, it opens up for a lot of funny business.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's just
he's
kind of
going for the
what you
roof.
have to do.
Look at this.
Oh, poking around, taking out some metal extractors.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's realized
He's
that
like,
that Wondible has not opted for a lot of air right now.
yeah, Wondible went for the AA, I think. He's a blob of AA, just being, oh, this might be dangerously close. Look at that, look at that. Ouch. 2 bombers down already. He shouldn't stay there, because he's gonna lose his air to that shredding blob of spinners. He's just going for the high value targets.
Oh no! Oh no!
More
Some of those interceptors just flew over a couple of spinners.
T2 going down. Not sure who pinged that.
Oh,
Interesting.
where was the? I'm not seeing the T2 at the moment.
Kibbles. Kibbles is going for like all the different strats on this map. I quite like the combination.
Kibbles
Going
is
T2,
most
having
definitely
orbital.
keeping his options open here, and
Oh
while
wait,
doing some.
sorry, I have to go for a bit.
How long's a bit? I'm scared. Mot was being such a help to me. Okay, I'm seeing here that, like, while I'm looking at this, I'm quite confused why Wondible wanted to have all these land units on a map that there is no land bridge. But if he has enough spinners in the air, all these bombers will be shot down once he has them covering the map. I'm curious to see exactly what's going to come of this. I'm wondering if he wants a SSX to snipe a comm, and then I see this T2 here that possibly he's going to go for some sort of extra eco build, so he doesn't have to go the other side of the map and fight over such things. And I'm not liking this. Some of these interceptors are kind of flying over some flak. Honestly, not sure it's called the Galata turret. So I would definitely like to see, as I'm saying, that Kibbles is going around here making sure he gets some of these. I'm seeing a possibility here in this map where you could make some pelters or some sort of thing to at least deny some of this metal here. I'm not seeing too much crazy thing going on, but I am spending a lot of time looking at Kibbles right now. Wondible has spotted. Yes, he is. His energy is not stalled, so he is definitely knows about that Kibble is in the air. I mean, in orbit right now. Right now, Wondible is behind a little bit on Metal Eco. Take a look here. He also, as you can clearly see, he has a lot of land presence on this map, denying all this air pressure. It looks like Kibbles is not even building bombers anymore, other than just making those interceptors to make sure that nobody, Wondible isn't able to do any sneaky things on his island. The T2 here is about halfway done. Oh, I see. Kibbles here is making Avengers and some solar arrays to bring up his energy count. And they're in a position that would be very difficult to take out at this particular moment. I think this right here is just a little poking around to get some vision on Wondible's base. I do not believe that either player has very much information on the other right now. So I think right now I believe that they are both either focusing on some economy, or maybe Wondible might be thinking about eventually making a teleporter on this other island. It's quite hard to tell at the moment. Just looking for some interesting things. There is the teleporter. And Kibbles is, while these are patrolling around, there's not a huge coverage of what's being defended. Which is kind of unfortunate. It might make Wondible's idea of doing some sort of a teleporter push onto Kibbles' island a very likely reality. Because interceptors only shoot other air units. And opting for this sort of build, going for some Tech 2, it's going to leave you open for quite a while to attacks and pushes, hooks and prods. if you're putting your economy in that instead of other places, you will be giving up a lot of map control. As you can see here, I see that Wondible isn't doing too much scouting. He doesn't, to my knowledge, know. Let's see here.
I'm
Yeah.
back. I'm sorry.
Okay, how's it going? Wondible doesn't really see all these mass extractors, although I'm sure it's very safe for him to assume that they have been taken. See, I'm curious if Kibbles is going to go for some sort of artillery once his once he is done building up his economy with that T2.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wonder what's going to happen.
So
Looks like both players are saturating the map with metal. Yeah, just building up, right?
yeah, but what I was noting, what I'm seeing, it's kind of unfortunate that there isn't a huge amount of coverage defending. Do you know how much of a range that advanced radar factory has? Or advanced radar, sorry, it's not a factory.
It has quite a lot of range.
See,
I don't know exactly, but it
might cover the entire planet.
Like if you look at Kibble's point of view, you can see that he can see chunks of like
Just the
the other
outskirts.
side. Yeah,
Just
not
the
everything.
very outskirts of his my island.
But what I think is a huge advantage is that if there's gonna come a drop or like a sneaky air favor or anything, that he will get a blip on his radar for that, even if it's not on his land yet. That's good. So he has a little bit of extra response time.
So Kibbles here is a little bit paranoid with that anti-nuke right now.
Yeah, that's really insane. Maybe it's because he hasn't scouted properly yet. But yeah, it's looking way too early. But he only has 30 metal on it, so it's not the fastest anti-nuke ever.
And if you
He's
notice,
probably not rushing it.
all those solar arrays are just the difference between their economies and how much they're spending right now. Both of them are at 100% efficiency, but there is a huge difference in economy at the moment.
Yeah, agree.
If Kibbles here is left alone for too long, this could be quite bad. Because now that his economy is really going, I'd say the risk might just pay off of him going T2 like this.
Yeah, and look at the orbital intel. I think that Wondible was preparing. He's making 3 Avengers at once.
Oh, I see that.
6. There's no umbrellas, no Avengers.
Yes, if Kibbles doesn't make some umbrellas or somehow make a bunch of Avengers right now, those are all gonna get popped off by those Avengers. Excuse me?
He has 2 Blue Hawks, so the only thing he can do, if he sees that moving, is try to get his Blue Hawks there as well, because his orbital units have a lot of HP and they can live for a bit before the Avengers kill them all. Then he has time for his Blue Hawks to point some missiles at them.
If anyone is unaware, if someone's making anchors above your base, Blue Hawks do have the ability to shoot into orbital.
Yeah. He's making advanced combat fabricators from his
yes, this is
factory.
This is what I was expecting from Wondible. He had made a teleporter earlier on in the game. And I was very curious to see just exactly when he was going to make this push.
This is devastating. Look, the bombers are gone, man.
Yes, most definitely. Kibble, oh no! He did not run away. That is a huge loss.
he basically used his teleporter as a bait for the bombers, and then he sent through almost nothing but AA. And that was just a fucking shredding machine for air.
Very clever, very clever. Because Wondible knew from earlier in the game that Kibbles had invested heavily into air. With something like that, a bait like that, and he took it, unfortunately for him. He has to start from scratch and building that up again. And I'm not sure quite how good air will, or some sort of air attack will be.
Hey,
Unless,
there's SXX on the move, mate. What do you think about this?
here it is.
And the one that's following it.
These Avengers are taking a very roundabout route and intercepting these SSX unless Kibbles plans on. Oh, I see now. Kibbles wants to have them sit there. Never mind.
That's dangerous. I think he's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
shut down the telly. I think he's gonna shut down the telly.
Alright,
He's using that.
thank goodness Kibbles is moving these, but they are undefended. They have to make oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's using these SSX to shut down this attack.
Yep.
But unfortunately they're not defended. And I know that Kibbles has an orbital deep space radar. I don't know where he's looking right now.
First one is dead. But the second one is shooting. It's not fast enough, I believe. No.
These Grenadiers will quite likely clean up this. I'm not sure where Wondible was planning on sending these. They're kind of hugging the side of the island at the moment. Unfortunately,
I think he just wants to have some AA there, because that's not actually a big army.
unfortunately,
Like, mostly AA.
Wondible was not able to get the teleport. But Kibbles is almost doubled the economy of Wondible at this time.
Yeah. I wonder what he's gonna do. Like, he could definitely start making expensive things.
So I wonder if Wondible has all these tanks, all of his vehicles sitting here in order to avoid these Grenadiers, and hopefully Kibbles will not spot them, but yeah, there it is. He's going in for a flanking attack on these Grenadiers. This might be a huge struggle going down here, because Kibbles does not want Wondible on his island. Without a doubt.
Yeah, that was painful.
And I'm not seeing these Avengers doing very much at all against Wondible's Avengers. I don't see any umbrellas coming down. This is going to be a huge hit on Kibbles' energy production right now.
Yeah.
I'm very sad to
He needs
see
do
that
something.
a lot of his money is just kind of sitting in the air right now.
Those Blue Hawks, they are also not on range. It seems like they are just sitting there. No missiles are being fired into orbit. Does he have vision? Yeah, he does, right? Yeah. You can see it.
Yeah, Kibbles, man, I don't know where his attention is being put right now, but this is a very high priority situation that he should be putting his attention to. Really, as I'm looking on the ground, there are no units that are capable of even building umbrellas.
He just sent away 4 SXX.
And Wondible on his own island, he does have
to
some.
shoot. The Blue Hawks are firing at the Avengers right now.
It might be
Maybe
too
he
late.
didn't know.
It might be too late.
Let's also
Most of it is all gone.
SXX are being put under pressure. Not that much Avengers though. Maybe he can get some over before it's too late.
Yeah, that was a huge punch into Kibbles' economy. I don't know how he's gonna spend this medal now.
He just forced that attack to back off for a bit with the triple laser turret.
Most
But yeah,
definitely.
his energy, man. His energy was all up there, right?
He had a snowballing economy that he could have put to use and do just about anything he wanted to win if he had the right idea. See, the thing about this, he didn't have very much vision. I would say that he might have been paranoid. I see these SSX
I'm not
picking
sure.
out some metal extractors, but they're not being taken. Another T2 coming down from Wondible. See, this advanced bot factory is gonna make some units that will do a very good job of breaking this wall.
Kibbles is gonna lose an SXX and one more, and now he has only one.
Yeah,
It's
if only he
gonna
had
die, I
made
think.
more Avengers or just something. It's not pleasant to watch right now.
Yeah. But his economy is still on top, even though he's not using it.
The thing is, he can't use it at the moment until he gets some more energy to start converting again.
Yeah. The anti-nuke, I mean, there's still no nuke anywhere for Wondible,
Sorry about that. My mom
so
wants
you
to
might
know.
want to shut that down.
My mom wants to know if we're doing anything today. Sorry about that. So, okay, what were you saying?
Well, his anti-nuke is consuming quite a bit of his ego. Maybe he wants to stop producing that. Like, there's no nuke anywhere.
Yeah, there's not quite much around here to justify it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting some lag at the moment.
Is he going for the bomber snipe? He's producing nothing but bombers. Do you see that? That is interesting.
From Kibbles, correct?
He's hiding them all on his commander.
That is clever. It's quite
Yeah,
a
but
clever way to hide. If I look at Wondible's vision, he knows nothing about it.
yeah, but
I
if you look at
always
his AA, he has AA scattered throughout his base, and he has fighters laying over his commander. So I don't think it's gonna work, but it's something.
I definitely think that above anything else, the players of these games, they do not give up.
Yep, we saw that in the previous game as well. They like even if they are put under so much pressure, they don't give up. They just keep fighting. That's what it's making these tournaments like a lot of fun. Like imagine that you still put it off, then you would feel so stupid if you would have given up.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you give up and you see, oh, I would have been able to snipe him with my bombers.
that's the thing
Yeah.
with this game. You can immediately check the chrono cam at the end, which is essentially a VCR tape or a DVD of the game that you just watched or that you just played, and you look back and you see all the things that you could have done better and all the things that the opponent did well. It really instills what do you call it, an insight, and once you bring that into the next game, you know that your opponent is not perfect.
Yeah. And also if you give up and you still have a bomber snipe laying there, yeah, I would say just throw the bomber snipe before you give up, right?
See, the Kibbles his economy is definitely brought, and he's got a lot of energy once again. More units coming in from that teleporter.
Totally come back.
I
Neck on neck.
I see these these shellers are
That's
kind
focus.
oh, yes, pelters. I was expecting to see shellers. They're coming now. Like he's
Oh, he actually
slowly
moved in a bulk
nibbling
of
away,
engineers.
nibbling away at those turrets.
Yeah.
Small
What I
little.
kind of would like to see now is like Wondible pushing through some engineers to the telly and getting that medal that he just conquered. Because then that would swing the game like in his favor. And
If
at the
Kibbles were
moment I
able
don't see
to
that.
bomb the teleporter, you said?
No, if Wondible would go through the teleporter with some engineers and make all that metal like
Yes.
in between his army and the teleporter.
I had
for
noticed
himself.
I noticed that earlier, but I neglected to say anything about it. That is definitely a big thing right now. Kibbles isn't making any moves right at all.
No,
And
I think he's just blobbing up. He knows that there's an army out there. He knows that he basically can't scout it because it consists out of mostly AA. And he knows that his like attacks with all the SXX were all useless.
I would definitely like to see out of Kibbles trying to make it a mobile army because he's putting a lot of money into static defenses, but they don't move, they don't assert more than you already have on the map.
Kibbles is making anchors. I think that's alright.
Yeah, once Wondible sees that, though, he's going to either find out that those umbrellas are now here. That's what I was wondering. Who is going to... I was wondering how exactly he was going to try to win this game. I wonder if he's going to try to send it at Wondible's base or at this huge chunk of military.
I think that he only has one chance, and that's actually trying to take out the commander. That's why he continues to make more. Maybe he eventually is gonna make some fighters of his own just to lure out the enemy fighters. And he also has some scouts laying there, I thought. Not sure if they are still alive. He's trying to get some intel. But yeah, now there are Hawkins on the field. I'm not sure if you already seen them. Wondible is making him just outside of his base, and this is just.
Would you mind pinging that for me? Do you know if an advanced radar... Okay. I was looking right at... Do you know if an advanced radar can see mines at all? Because I don't see any spinners. Or...
Yeah. He also doesn't have any combat feathers, so he's gonna walk into mines maybe.
What's the name of the T1 Land Scout unit?
The Skitter, right?
A Skitter, yeah. So, whether or not Wondible can see those mines, I see these Hawkins are going to do some splash damage to take those out.
What do you think about that?
Another nuke. I believe he is going to try to blast through any possible anti-nukes that Wondible has, but oh, I just noticed as well. Wondible's economy has surpassed Kibbles.
Yep. Yeah.
Very unfortunate for him.
Did Wondible know that he has seen the nukes as well? He might throw down an extra anti-nuke. Or wait, no, he has like... Yeah, he has 3 anti-nukes locked and loaded.
Just as well, anti-nukes are a lot cheaper than actually building the nukes. If I were in Kibbles' position right now, I would be taking out that Hulkins that is just raining death upon him.
How?
Excuse me?
I don't think you can. With a nuke?
Yes, with a nuke.
Yeah, with the nuke you could. I think that's a pretty good nuke then. Taking out 4 Hulkins and that army.
It seems that he preferred to both players going for nukes now.
I like what I see.
Personally,
Kibbles' nuke is on 58%. I think for him this is now just.
it could have been done by now. Fortunately.
He's moving. Wondible is gonna move, man.
Yeah, I think Kibble has multiple ways to get in on him at the moment. Kibbles has
You mean
been
Wondible or what?
Yes, Wondible. Kibble has been blocking this entire game. He has not been attacking. Or not this entire game, but for quite a while now. Wondible has been allowed to do whatever he wants. And he is doing exactly that.
Yeah, that is right.
When you get into a map like this, it's easy to fall into the mindset where you can sit back and take your time on things and tech up and all that, but if you find the other player has decided to... Kibbles has lost all of his energy production.
Yep.
But
the landmines are doing their job. That army has shrunk for a bit. Oh, the bombers! Oh,
here it comes.
get your eye on those bombers. What is he gonna? He went into a scout and then he's like, oh fuck, he's scouting me, and now he's going back.
Oh, jeez. No, he's got to turn around. He's got to bait those. That's his last chance. He has to bait those interceptors to come in and go into that flak.
Don't go there.
But I don't know if Wondible is...
Ow.
He's either not falling for it or he's just not going to have it. I did not notice how many bombers he had built up, but it looks like
he's still at
oh no,
he's gonna lose them all. Ouch.
See, I would have hoped that Kibbles had put more money into offense and defense.
This is gonna be fun. Look.
I can't right now.
Oh my god.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
In the alpha, I think, or in the beta, no, it was the beta, I think. I at one point dropped my commander using an Astraeus onto someone's nuke, uber cannoned the nuke to death, and then picked them up and moved back. Because that was possible, and now he's dead.
Unfortunately, Kibbles had a lead, but he didn't know what to do with it.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll be back in just a minute.
Alright.
Oh.
User was moved to your channel.
Yo, Kibbles.
Hello.
Underscore AFK for a bit.
Hmm?
Was a good game.
I had no idea what to do from the start.
Did you know that you were on separate islands? Yes, right?
Yeah, I knew from the start I was on separate islands. I just had no idea what my game
Yeah, that
plan was.
happens, man.
Whoa!
I still, we had a lot of fun casting it, and I suppose that the people looking at it were also having a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks for the game. It was cool.
Oh, is that it?
Cool to watch. No, it's not, but I just dragged Kibbles over here to say good game.
Oh, that's Kibbles. Yeah, man, unfortunately I saw that you kind of gotten a little bit too comfortable that game.
No, I just had no idea what to do is what it was.
Have
I
you...
couldn't decide whether I should try to go to T2 air, or whether I should go orbital, or whether I should go nukes, or whether I should go for just a bomber.
Oh,
Hey,
Right.
Q-Zipco took out Ljfed. That's pretty big. Now it's Q-Zipco versus Wondible or Ljfed versus Kibble. And it's gonna be a best of 3.
oh, both these matches are going to be best of 3s?
The finals are best of 3s, yes.
So these are the finals.
Yep. It's gonna be Q-Zipco versus Wondible in the final.
So that will be 6
shit.
more games that we will be casting?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I don't know.
up to 6.
I gotta go.
Alright, Kibbles.
Alright.
User left your channel.
Well, it was nice that he was here. I think that he felt a little bit bad. He said he didn't know what to do on a map like that. And I perfectly understand. But like, that's not a normal ladder map, and if you haven't practiced on it, it's a difficult map to get. The same happened to me in the tournament when I was I got like picked Miso against, so I had to play on Miso and I had no fucking clue how to play. I went for like bots, air, and then naval, because yeah, you start on the land. There's obviously air play as well, and there's a lot of naval, so I thought it was legit. And I got wrecked so bad on the land that I couldn't even do anything else. That's just how it goes. Then, yeah, if you don't know how to play a map, that yeah,
It's
you just
unfortunate that
feel lost.
sometimes you go into a match not quite having the experience under your belt.
Yeah. And it's difficult to be able to be good at all those maps. I mean, there's so much difference in playstyle that you need to be able to do to actually compete on a high level.
Okay.
I think a Wondible showed that he really knew what to do with all those spinners. I like that play with the spinners. Like just spreading them out, make sure that the enemy doesn't get any air over your area without really heavily paying for it. And that's what we saw. I mean, those bombers and fighters, yeah, they were basically eaten alive.
Yes, you have anti-air. They are very, very efficient at taking care of planes like that, and the air is very expensive to go for. So, are we looking to do another match here?
Yeah, I assume there's gonna be one. Maybe they are taking a break.
I see at
Oh wait,
8:35.
we have to click on can spectate. the bronze
So,
match is going on now. But I think we want to see the finals, right?
yes,
The real finals.
I'm sure people are here for the winners bracket sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not completely familiar with how this is going.
Hey, Andres G is also here. We could ask if he wants like a triple cast. That's fucking awesome. We did that in I think alpha or beta or something one time. It's super chaotic, but this would be fun.
I don't mind. Go ahead and invite him. So
User was moved
spectators
to your
can get in.
channel.
I'm just looking
Yo,
for a
Andrea,
match
sorry
to
for
find.
moving you.
Yeah,
Do you
man.
want
What's up?
to triple cast this finals?
I'm doing this for the YouTube channel, right? So that people can watch it after.
Oh, okay.
So I'm casting with Mango, but thank you for the offer.
Okay. Well, that's really awesome.
So we need to force into spectate, but I think we can do that, right?
Yeah, we can. Okay, that sounds legit.
Yeah, have fun, guys.
Yeah, good luck.
User left your channel.
Alright, so which match are we watching? Who are the players?
The same. We are watching Qzipco versus Wondible, which is the finals, but Andreas G is gonna record it for YouTube. So we are just gonna, I think, live cast it, and yeah, if you want to record it as well, that's just better.
Alright,
But he
I'm
wants to
thinking
record
if
it, and he's
if the
yeah.
quality comes out good enough from the stream, that I will look into finding a way to post it on my YouTube as well.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That is, if it's watchable.
Yeah, but, yeah, you have to figure that out afterwards, right? We're just gonna do our best and see how far it goes.
So, I'm getting into this match right now. I'm not sure if they have that slot open for you yet.
I think they need one for Mango. He just left, but that's probably a crash.
So we're gonna have 5 people spectating.
4, I think. Andreas G and Mango are doing.
Oh, you're
the
already here.
cast on it.
I see that now.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm actually surprised that Qzipco managed to beat Ljfed. That's, yeah, I kind of expected Ljfed to be here, but Qzipco apparently managed to beat him in one way.
Either way, definitely some very fun games to watch right now. Quite interesting things
Definitely.
going on. And things for us to incorporate into our own strategy.
Okay, this looks like it's gonna be it.
So just to make it clear, this is the last set, or the second to last set.
It depends on who is gonna win. We could have like a couple of more games after this.
Okay. What a... Oh! This map is a demon of a
Yeah.
map.
Yep.
I had the misfortune
agree.
of having to play against... I was the last person on my team on this map, and through sheer amount of artillery, Leviathans, had somehow taken apart 5 different people.
Yeah, but imagine doing this all on your own. Every flank, every like chunk of the map. I think that's pretty damn difficult. And also,
Right.
then do it on the highest level against the best players. Because this is the finals.
This looks like it's going to be a very stressful game for both players.
Yeah. Maybe Wondible has a slight advantage because I look at him play and I see him like slowly building up and stuff, and this might be more of his kind of game. And Qzipco, I know he's really a fanatic with the 1v1 maps, but there's not that many maps that are anywhere like this. So
Quite curious where the spawns are, because this could become land battle, air battle, or sea battle. And if you notice, there's a lot of cliffs.
That's
drawn.
the spawns.
Okay.
North and the South Pole, I think.
So, see here.
Oh,
they're not
technical
starting.
difficulties.
Oh no. we might have to do a restart. Not sure what the protocol for this is.
Yeah, we can do anything.
It seems that